Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have something else for you guys today. I am going to show you how to load my sander, because what I ran into when we first got my sander was he showed me once and then I couldn't remember after that when I went to use it after. So I always like just to buy these for convenience, but you can buy full sheets and actually take care of it. An easy way to remember this, ladies and gentlemen, if you want, is you could if you're right-handed, I just know my right side is the front, and then I know my left side is the back, and I'll flip this around. So this right here is how you actually will load the sandpaper and keep it in place. And so the back is on my left, and I know the right is on the front. You could take a marker and say over here, you could put just a tiny arrow going forward. And then over here, you could take a tiny arrow maybe going backwards. So if it's just something that you're not going to use often and you find yourself forgetting, you can certainly do that. What you want to do, of course, and I like to actually take mine and I'll just kind of crimp my edges. You don't have to, but it's what I do. So now I do want to tell you, always make sure that your sander is unplugged before you get ready to load sandpaper, because if you accidentally hit the button, depending on if yours is here on the front like mine or up on the top, it's not going to feel good. So it will hurt. So go ahead and, like I said, when this is actually sealed, it'll be tight. So you want to go ahead and pull it up and just a little bit to the side and pull it all the way down, and you'll notice it's kind of flapping. And this is going to feel awkward because I'm not quite used to doing it like this. You do want to make sure when you're putting this on that you cover the whole pad. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. I'll flip it upside down for you. Okay. So if you've seen how I did that, we're going to lift up slightly, bring it over, and pull it down. Then to bring it back up, we're just going to pull it up and come over to the side just a little bit, and it's not hard. And that's how you do that. So then flip it around. You want to make sure that you have a little bit of the sandpaper on both sides. Go ahead and push this down toward the floor or the table. Put some of this here and then pull up and come over slightly. And that's it. And I can do it one more time for you. So you go ahead and pull up and come over slightly. And it's actually not that hard, especially once you get used to it. Now, the thing is about the sander, and I should have showed you before I put the paper on, is it's got air holes in here. And so your sander would probably come with something that looks like this. So what you got to do is put it down on a nice flat surface. Push. Another good hint is keep an eye on the sandpaper as you're doing something. If you end up hitting a nail or something on your wood, and if you tear your sandpaper and you don't kind of keep an eye on it as you're going, then you could actually hurt the pad underneath. Also make sure if you're not using an actual vacuum attached to the back of this, that you go ahead and pull this off and make sure you dump it every time you get going, and see that's how much was in it a few minutes ago. So usually every time I change the sandpaper, I will go ahead and empty this. So, and I'll show you what the bottom of this looks like. I'll just take this back off for you since I didn't do that. You actually have these air holes in here, which is why you need to make sure that you use that. I hope this helps. I one time went on YouTube years ago and I found this gentleman, and he was kind of condescending, and I was offended. So I always thought about that afterwards. So usually when somebody asked me how to do something with one of my power tools, I try just to be understanding, because not all of us work with them, or maybe you're just learning and you're a little nervous. The other thing is, make sure you wear Safety glasses, if you don't own any, if you have a local Harbor Freight, Walmart, big box stores, they all have them. Harbor Freight had these, I think, what, a couple bucks. You can wear hearing protection, which I always tell people is a good idea. And then you can buy, if you get a quarter sheet like mine, not a sponsored video. I've had a couple of different other sanders. This is the newest one that Ed bought me about a year ago. I really like it, and I have small hands, so it works really well. So I hope that helps. Let me know if there's anything else that I can be a help with you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Hit like, hit subscribe, share, so we can grow my channel. Thank you, guys.